Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. Let's talk to the guy up there, Apache Joe. I'm on the lookout for any passengers who fall into the water. I'm not equipped to rescue them, but I'm good at giving them useful advice like call for help. Wow. Alrighty then. 101st place by Nixbg. It's short base with an average score of 25.5. That's got a 41 and a 12. Oh yeah, this has the Venus bubbles and the background random enemy spawner. Why do we have stage select music as the music? Did that? That did a lot of damage. That can't be normal. Is that just something for the Joe? Yeah, that's just something for the Joe. Oh, I didn't realize there wasn't a screen transition there. Of all the ways you could be using those bubbles, just plopping them in the middle. Why is there no top to this platform? Issues with aesthetics. Oh, here's this flame platform, or flame gimmick. Oh. Wait, no, that's not what I meant to do. Do those Joes take... Oh, no, they don't. That was just entirely something to do with the... That is not the weapon to be dealing with them. That was also cutting it too close. Yeah, that's... Like, you want him in kind of a bubbly area like Venus's stage, where it can kind of blend in with stuff. The background is, like, pure... Like, I don't know how I dodged that. Just go with it. Oh, gosh. I need a weapon to deal with this. Spark? That is not the weapon to deal with this. Okay. We got a checkpoint. I was not prepared for that mini-boss to just... Alright, here we go. Oh gosh. I don't know how I dodged that. Why was... Okay, I guess that wasn't... I thought that was just a graphical glitch for a moment. I was so confused. I guess we have to go down here. Directions are kind of bad. Why did we just have, like, 3 blank screens? Alright, well, at least we have a boss fight. It's Balade. Good time to figure out what you're weak to. I'm gonna go with not that. Let's try and flush him out, shall we? I love this music, too. That's not your weakness. Spark. Not your weakness. Snake. Not horrible. That's not horrible either. with the dash feature. I like the dash feature in that. Oh, hey, you're weak to this. That's good to know for future encounters with Ballade, unless, you know, the stage designer changed the, what they're weak against. Which is a thing you can do, but it's generally not recommended for consistency purposes. Short base. That was short. Alright, this one is pretty plain. It's really short and lacking in any substance. No gimmick is used more than one screen, and the enemies are only used for slightly more than that. The whole level looks extremely plain and kind of forgettable. Also, there are several spots where the jumps are just plain awkward, like they aren't challenging, but if you don't creep towards the edge of the platform, you sometimes will just hurl yourself into the black abyss. On top of the other minor things, like the room where the camera looks really off, the whole level is just uncreative. It meets the bare minimum of getting into the contest without being a troll level. One main aspect of the contest is finding new and creative uses for dev kit assets, where this one barely even uses it. Yeah, we only had that Astroman Shadow Enemy random dropper in that one little stretch. And that was it. I would have liked to have seen something more done with that, but of course we're in Tier 1, so maybe a stage later on will have that gimmick, and we can be happy with it then. At least the name of the level is fitting, yeah. Short is right. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to that. I think there were some challenges, but I'm not entirely sure. And M-Jack. No offense, but what even is this level? By which I mean, what is this level supposed to be thematically? I mean, the title checks out, sort of. It's short, and it's base. Well, basic, really. But what else? This is probably the biggest pitfall MaGMML levels fall into. In this contest alone, it feels like there were 24 totally nondescript levels named something like Lab Base Lab, and they all blend together. When I play a level, my experience is always hampered when I can't answer questions like, is it day or night? Or are we indoors or outdoors? You don't need to break new ground aesthetically. There's a well-worn set of video game location tropes at your disposal. Fire Factory, the sewer, Scary Forest, and the dev kit provides you with the tile sets necessary to make any of those levels. A lot of people understandably think that level design should come before aesthetics and theming, that how a level looks is window dressing, and that the skeleton of the level design should come first. Levels like this expose the folly in that thinking. Not only do players experience the skeleton and the set dressing simultaneously, with the latter informing their impressions of the former, but without a clear and unifying theme in mind, the level designer won't know what the skeleton should look like either. Dang, that was a lot of words for our 12 score. Yeah, it was short, and M-Jack's review was anything but. And I guess it does resemble a base. Most enemies were one-and-done deals. The gimmicks appeared once, and nothing unique was done with them. Most of the level was empty. Don't know what else to say. It was a really short base, and there wasn't really anything inside, so that's what I suppose. Yep, and that's all. Preview of the next stage. The chickens and the needle guys, the spider things, the pull switch, and gravity. I mean, that could make a really interesting... You know, I'm seeing like the enemy package. Like, you can use enemies outside of that, but you want your main theme to focus on those enemies and those gimmicks. And you can, like, add more, like, that could enhance those gimmicks, but, I'm seeing this stuff, and I'm getting excited, right? Because I'm, like, thinking about, like, some creative possibilities that we could potentially see here, but we're still in Tier 1. And I remember we were in Tier 1, and I'm like, this is not going to be a good stage. Even though, you know, there's some cool gimmicks I would like to see combined into a decent stage, but there's just a strong chance that it's not going to happen, because we're in Tier 1. So for now, I'll take my leave.